Hey, how's it going everyone? I'm so excited to share with you the final finished product of my client's latest project here on the west end of Alameda. I created a before video and today I'm going to show you the after, the finished results. Stay tuned for the end of the video where I gave you my previous prediction on what we would sell it for, and I will share with you what we are currently in contract for, and you'll find out if I was right or not. Now let's go check out the house. So first, let's take a look at the outside. You'll notice that a lot of these trees have been cut back, trimmed up, allowing for a lot more presentable curb appeal. Also, you'll see inside that it allows a lot more natural light into the house. Grass has been cut. It's a little bit grown out now since it's been on the market. And you'll notice that the entire exterior of the house was painted. My clients also re-roofed the garage and the main house, and so the owners are getting brand new roofs that have 25-year lifespan. He did a whitewashing style on the brick surrounding the house, and he painted out some of these house numbers, the mail slots, added new exterior lighting throughout the house as well. Okay, now let's go inside and I'll show you the real magic. Welcome in. Walking into the house, you'll notice that this house is a very open floor plan, quite opposite of what it looked like previously. My clients did so much to this property on the interior, but also they had kept some of the original characteristics of this house that really gave it its charm. You'll notice down below here is the original wood flooring that this house had. It is a much lighter stain, so my client resurfaced them and stained them this lighter white oak color. That's a great way to save money when you're doing flips if there is original floor that can be reused and just resanded. However, on this side of the property where flooring was damaged, they did have to add new flooring on this dining area as well as the kitchen, where we'll see. So you'll see a little transition there, but my client did his best to keep it as seamless as possible and make the color blend as much as it can. Of course, the entire interior of the property was painted. There's new fixtures throughout that we'll see, but the second item that my client had also kept throughout the house was some of these original windows. These are really beautiful on both sides of this open floor plan living dining room area, and these windows were certainly reusable and they looked great, so we just resurfaced them, make it clean, and painted them out. Okay, we are in the main living room. This is overlooking the dining area and the kitchen, and again, the same floor throughout, these beautiful open windows which were original to the house. But most importantly, what allows this area to get so much more light is the fact that my client had trimmed up the complete forest that was back here, the overgrown palm trees that were cut out, allowing a lot more natural light, the recessed ceiling. And what I really love is this fireplace mantle that he had added. You'll remember the mantle just stopped here on the original house, but they added, I guess, chimney or flute all the way to the ceiling, the electric fireplace insert that is operated with this remote. And this really cool design that's almost like a plaster, and it fits the theme of the house really well. It really gives it that beachy vibe. And I don't think I've seen anything like this, but I really do enjoy it. He also added, two floating shelves in the corner of the house. We added some accessories there, so it presented really nicely. Okay, now from the dining area, let me take you over to the kitchen. This is the real showstopper in this whole property. You'll remember before that there was a wall here separating the dining area to the kitchen, and my client had decided to remove that in order to give it this massive open floor plan. Let me take you around. This is a quartz countertop that he wanted to do a waterfall peninsula over. So you do have the bar stool seating down below. This is an extended peninsula, so there is additional leg room. There's also outlets underneath here so that you can get, charging capabilities. One of the things that my client did that he was given a lot of compliments for was extending the quartz counter all the way to the top of the ceiling there. So you've got this whole backsplash of the quartz that matches this countertop, but the fact that it goes all the way to the ceiling was something that was kind of unique and that people really appreciated. You'll also remember that there were sliding doors here, and our initial thought was that there was a possibility to keep those and make it leading into this side yard where there was going to be sort of like an outdoor dining space. However, with taking down a wall, we needed to add in more counter space, so my client decided to patch that sliding door up, add the sink here, make this, a wraparound peninsula, and then brand new windows where the doors were, so you do get some additional light. This kitchen also had a wall extending out here, and he decided to open that as well, allowing more space to walk through and just giving it that open feel. That wall was really not needed. You'll notice all these brand new appliances, the floating shelves. There's also outlets under these shelves for more charging capabilities, and I think that is an electrical code requirement. But overall, so many compliments on this fridge, and really, really happy with how it turned out. Now from the kitchen, I'm gonna lead you over to the first bedroom. Not too much was done in all of the bedrooms. Of course, everything was painted out. Windows were sanded, refinished, but just keeping the same floor, refinishing those, and finishing out the doors. These older doors that were kept, just sanded, painted, and adding new fixtures. You'll also notice there's recessed lighting throughout the house, and all of that was added brand new. Now I'm gonna lead you down the hallway where there are 2 additional bedrooms, as well as the first full bath. So in the original floor plan, this hallway bath here had a closet, and then it led into the bath. And the bedroom entrance for this third bedroom was actually right here, looking into the bedroom. So he had closed that wall up, opened the wall to the bedroom further down the hallway, took out the storage space to extend this bathroom and really enlarge it, and you'll notice that it adds so much to the house. We've got an automatic lifting bidet toilet that closes automatically as well. Custom cabinet, beautiful woodwork here, really cool design. And what I love, again, similar to the kitchen backsplash, is the panel tiling throughout the entire bathroom. It really makes this bathroom and the rest of the property look a lot higher class, more luxurious. There's also panel tiling on the floors and the rain shower with custom glass doors. Now into the primary bedroom. Again, not too much was done. There was a broken glass that was fixed here, new recessed lighting. Really the main thing that was done was the magnet style closet doors. These are the original closet doors, new handles, new fixtures here, and just resanded and refinished. The hallway storage, there were a lot more cabinets and openings, but they made these really tall custom doors that are magnet opens. And again, not too much done, just magnet close, new fixtures, and finished off and sanded these shelves here. Next to the hallway bathroom is this third bedroom near the back of the house. New electrical lights, new closet, handles, fixtures, and no opening, but refinishing and keeping those same doors. The sliding door was also kept and refinished. Now I'm gonna take you to the back of the house where a lot has been done. In the original floor plan, this was here. We had the laundry on this side, which he had kept on this side. I gave an option previously of the bathroom being on this side and maybe connecting to the primary bedroom, but he decided to keep the laundry here. This wonderful sort of barn style door that has little cuts and slits through it so you can see through it. There's a lot more additional space here where you can add shelves or additional storage for your linens, etc. Behind here is also the tankless water heater control and operation panel. He added these wonderful large panel tiles throughout this section of the house. And then you'll notice over here is that this is a beautiful French doors that was added. And within the tempered glass, you actually have the built-in blinds, which is a really cool feature. These were just windows previously. He cut out the windows, added these French doors, and now that's the main entry point to the house. Now let's take a look behind you. You remember before, this was just open space with a side door leading out into the backyard, but we needed that second bathroom in this property to really up the value and make this home a lot more desirable. So we added this second bathroom area. It's not entirely large, but it gives you everything you need. You've got this floating vanity, which is a really cool solid material. The faucet coming out of the wall. Really nice mirror here. Shower glass panels, all evenly leveled, but drains down into that drain, so it's slightly sloped on the floors there. Rain shower head and the floating tub as well, with extremely large buttons for flushing. Now let me take you outside to see the finished yard. Okay, we are in the backyard of the house now. You'll notice that a lot of this area, actually all this area has been cleaned up. Seeing the before videos, there was just so much grass and overgrown bushes here, but now it's really, really large and it allows for a lot more usable space. You've got these almost, I think, 24 by 24 square tiles on the floor here that are slightly raised, and that there's drainage in between. Brand new fencing throughout the exterior of the property. Larger posts so you can hang the cafe string lights, as well as the sunshade canopy, which is attached to these large posts, which is really, really cool feature and makes it so much more usable to hang out. So you can tell it's really sunny right now, it's really bright, but this does so much. You've got these either plant holders or beer holders, but really cool features along the posts there that I haven't seen before. On these fence boards, you also have the solar lights, so that when it does get dark, this fence lights up automatically so you can see everything. My client also decided to add this wonderful outdoor fireplace. Now, at the moment, it is inoperable. He intended to get a gas permit for an outdoor insert. However, the permitting process was going to be too long, so whoever buys this property is going to be able to insert that themselves with the city. But it does look like a nice feature, and it's a great spot to hang out and look onto. Okay, now I'm going to take you out onto the side of the house. This is just a really entirely grass area. You'll remember the last time we were here, we had to duck a lot because it was very, very overgrown. There was trees just everywhere, even on this side of the property. But my client had cut all of that down, really gives it a lot more space, a lot more breathing room. He still wanted to keep, one of the main trees here to give it that character. Palm trees, or the palm trees here is really, really unique to this property, so it gives it a lot of life and energy, so he wanted to keep some of them. He added planter beds to this side of the property, of course the new fencing throughout, and this fence was actually jutted out a little bit to allow for more space in this side yard. This lot is around 5,900 square foot, so it's really big. It is a wraparound lot, so it's kind of oddly shaped, but clearing up all of the trees here and overgrown bushes, you can really feel the size of this property. Now, on the opposite of that grassy side yard is this other side yard that my client had decided just to put a walkway towards the detached garage. This is the area in which there was an option to make this an outdoor dining area. This was where the sliding doors were connecting to the kitchen. You'll see there is some patch marks here, so that was closed up. And now this is not accessible from the inside of the house, except from the backyard, but this is a nice walkway into the detached garage. Detached garages, especially in the Bay Area where property values are so high and everything's so expensive, have become very, very desirable because you can add essentially more square footage or usable space to your house. Even though this is still a garage and is not legal square footage, it can still be utilized and made as sort of an entertainment area. A lot of people in the Bay Area are also making accessory dwelling units, ADUs, with their detached or attached garages. But come on in, my client had added new electricity, new drywall throughout the side of the property. He epoxied the concrete slab here, so it just feels more like a living room or a hangout spot and doesn't feel as cold and dungeony as most garages would. Okay, there you have it. That is the before and after of this property at 222 Lincoln Avenue here in the west end of Alameda. Let me know down in the comments below what you think of the transformation, and if there's anything that you might have done differently. We would love to hear your feedback and opinions. Now, I promised you that I'm going to share with you what we're in contract for. Initially in February when we purchased the house, we had purchased it for $790,000. I estimated a conservative sales price of. At the end of the day, once this is all complete, we expect to sell this house. We had estimated a conservative sales price of 1.2 million. With what I'm seeing now, I think we can exceed that. And if the market continues in its current trajectory, I don't see us not exceeding that. Potentially 1.25, maybe 1.3, and who knows, it could possibly go higher. 5 months later, we received 8 offers on this house with multiple offers of over 1.2 million, and we are in contract eventually selling this house for $1,300,000. So we exceeded expectations. I was pretty much on point. We always had a thought that it could go over, but at the end of the day, very, very successful deal and project for my clients, and I am so happy to have represented him. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button. I'll see you on the next one.